Hi, folks. Welcome to a very special edition of Diplomacy Cast. On Memorial Day weekend, David Hood ran virtual DixieCon, an event that had 80 players from all over the world participating in 20 games of diplomacy in one day. There were 11 boards in the morning and 9 in the evening. The game that follows comes from the evening round. I had to drop out a little bit after midnight, but thankfully we had a special guest come in to finish up the broadcast. I'm Chris Martin, and I'll stab you soon.
Let us move forward to Lexington BBQ, where we've got Ed Sullivan in Austria, Nicolas Sahuguet in England, former world champion Nicolas Sahuguet, Jonathan Frank in France, Tim Richardson in Germany, everyone's favorite guy to have a drink with. Italy sees Ben Durfee, Edi Birsan still with us in Russia, looking to make something happen, and Joseph Wheeler, who we all know and love, Joe, in Turkey. All right, what jumps out to you here, Chris?
So I'm the GM of this one. I have a little bit of foreknowledge, but just looking at the map, an aggressive northern opening from France against England, a pretty standard opening, but look at the Austrian, just not covering anything. Again, coming into Budapest. So really strong opening for Russia here. And that's the story of the day here is when Russia gets to Galicia and Ukraine, then I think your odds of getting bounced out of Sweden go up, but maybe not, considering what's going on the other side of the board. Yeah.
And Tim is the sort of player who would take some sort of strategic exchange with Russia and let him in, correct?
Yes. He's also the kind of player who's known to bounce. What Tim has said, I would argue, is that he does not want Russia to build two. And since Russia looks likely to take Romania here with Ukraine and Galicia, he would likely be the one to, he'd be more inclined to bounce him out of it than not.
So interesting that we have seen every game almost have a player go to the channel, but no one has bounced. We have not seen a single bounce in the channel.
Yeah. Not this round, that is correct. Or no,
we did not
even this morning.
Nope.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had a player go to the channel in like 80% of these games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that the increasing popularity of London moving to the channel is making the French players more and more anxious. And so we're seeing more breaths to the English channel than we used to. And it's creating some interesting dynamics on the board because, all right.
It's juicing things up in the West. We have not seen a single board that had any hint of a Western triple, other than little whiffs in Springbow one, but nothing has materialized beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
And no reason to think that would happen here with the France and English channel. Okay, let us see what happens in fall of 1901. A little something to make everyone happy in the West, it looks like to me.
Okay. I mean, happy is relative here.
Do you think Germany was expecting support into the North Sea here?
Sure. And why wouldn't you give it, right? Take Belgium with the army, support him into the North Sea. There's your sea lion. Pretty. Works beautifully.
The advantage is that you possibly have made an ally in England who would be forced to accept you having a fleet in Belgium just because he has no better option.
I mean, yeah, but that's not an ally. That's a hostage.
That's a hostage situation, yeah. God, I don't like anything in the West. I see a lot of distrust. I see a lot of players who are looking for the dots they think are theirs. One player is like, of course I'll go for the North Sea if you're going to support me, and now he has to backtrack with England, which is a whole thing. I don't like it. They need to figure their stuff out. They need to figure out if they're all working together or who the two are that are.
Who? All right. So let's see who's in there. We got Nicolas in England, Jonathan Frank in France. I don't know, and Tim Richardson. Since we
Jonathan's
know,
a player. Jonathan can play.
okay. Any
Yeah.
given your knowledge of these three players, any guesses on what might happen here, Chris?
Just that Nikolai is accustomed to being attacked and is capable of, recovering.
Why do you think Nicolas gets attacked so often?
You don't win a world championship at diplomacy by collecting bottle caps, despite the collection of bottle caps that I do have over here.
Chris, Brandon and I wouldn't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Maybe you should start collecting bottle caps. I couldn't hurt. But in all seriousness, if you have a title, if you have a target on your back, people attack you. And so you learn how to deal with that. And sometimes you die, and then you figure out how not to die. So there's a lot of opportunity here for he gets a build. He can build Fleet London if he wants to. He can build Fleet Edi if he wants to. He can build Fleet Liverpool if he wants to make a statement about it. But he'll make the play that best fits the diplomacy that he has, I would argue.
All right, so nothing strikes you as an easy prediction.
If England supports Germany into the North Sea, then you know what should happen. Now England has to play defense, and they have to make it very hard for him to play defense. But it's tough. I also think we should talk about the Turkish moves, which I do not like.
Yeah, tell us about that.
That's all you, Chris.
Okay. You don't want to go to the Black Sea because it's Edi Birsan and he's asked you not to. But the only place that you leave open to build is Ankara. And you don't think that you're working with Austria because you're moving to Serbia. And so, what are you hoping to accomplish with this? I think that you take the Black Sea and apologize.
Yep.
And allow yourself to build that fleet in Khan.
Yep.
Here. I just think Army Smee, Fleet Ank, Army Bull is the weakest Turkish position at the end of 1901.
Yeah, I mean, he's moved an army fleet out of Ankh in order to have a fleet in Ankh in the end.
Yeah. Jonathan, in the comments, just hold on to that because it's 1901. Things
That's going to change.
Yeah. Let's see.
This is a real problem with this opening for Turkey. Is that while it opens up options in the Balkans, it closes off options for defense and unit arrangement. But Turkey has a lot of defensive potential, so they often can get away with it. For builds, let us.
Can we just go back 1 second? Austria guessed right. I just want to point out.
Moved from Italy, right?
Italy wasn't the time. Ed Sullivan, I know that was 50-50. Well done.
You know what I really hope? I really hope that they arranged a bounce in Trieste.
That would have been beautiful. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. We can move on now.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, builds. We got a lot of armies. Gosh, this is the third two army build, I think, Germany and tonight. That's we got two armies from Russia. Yeah.
Fleet Ank from Turkey.
Army Moscow is a bit curious, isn't it? Unless you're gonna really go north here.
Well, it tries to tell Austria, "Hey man, kick me out of Galicia. I'm fine with that." I'm not. I was in Galicia because you let me into Galicia, and I didn't move out of Galicia because I didn't want to leave Galicia. But now, it looks like.
But it's Edi Birsan, right? So there's definitely a plan for this army here. One way or the other.
How do you even make plans anymore? I mean, he's got just a psychic sense of where the pieces should move based on the colors of the dots. I don't even know what it makes.
And Matt, you're still with us, so you get to talk some more. This was surprising. Let's see, for two German army builds, which seems to be the chic of the night, and we've got a French fleet in Belgium. This is Nicolas Sahuguet in England, and Germany is Tim Richardson, who's always entertaining. Edi Birsan in Russia, to keep in mind. And all right, Matt Shields, here you go.
Did I catch that Joe Wheeler was the sub in this game, or was that a different game?
No, this is Joe Wheeler from Go.
Okay. Okay, what are we seeing here? Turkey is trying to move all of his units in a circle and fails, so that's a whole lot of moves that didn't actually do anything. And loses Bulgaria? Yes, loses Bulgaria.
But-
retreats to Greece.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Greece walks out, so sure, he retreats to Greece, but he's not going to survive there for any length of time. So Russia has Austria on board with whatever Edi's plan is. So that'll be interesting to see develop. Germany takes Ruhr, slides Berlin to Kiel. Those feel like very conservative moves from Germany. I don't have an immediate suggestion, but it feels like there has to have been something better for Munich to do than hold in that situation.
Yeah, go to Burgundy. Why not?
North Sea is supporting Norway, which I guess technically could have been attacked, so sure, that's fine. Slides Edi up. I kind of feel the same way about Liverpool. I feel like there's probably was an order there, but maybe not, though. Maybe there really wasn't anything for to do. I like France's position okay. I really like Russia's position in this. Italy has to play. Italy has some interesting...
Sorry, Matt. For France, what about these moves better than Belgium supports Burgundy, Burgundy supports Belgium, Paris to Picardy?
No, I think those are basically the same moves.
I mean, I guess Belgium could have been popped under those circumstances with an EG attacking you. But, man, if you're going to end up in Belgium and Picardy and Burgundy, this is the most backwards way of doing it.
Doesn't it open the possibility of a strategic realignment? If he wants to try to get England on his side, moving a fleet off of north might help him do that.
Oh, Belgium's a fleet?
Yeah.
Belgium's a fleet.
Yeah. That's the answer to the question.
Well, and Denmark tried to support that fleet in Belgium to the North Sea.
Yep, and he declined.
Yep. Would have worked.
Does this aggravate Germany?
And it would have worked, wouldn't it? Norway didn't even bother to support Norway.
Norway didn't even try, would have gotten cut even if he did.
But if you don't necessarily trust this and you want to see some good faith, but now if you're France and you see, the line of armies here, he's got a build coming though, so his build will be interesting. Likely an army here. But you never know.
Sorry, guys, slowed us down, not realizing that was a fleet.
Okay, here we go. Fall of 1902. Matt, I think you're up. Yeah. Or who went?
I think I just went, but I can go again if you want me to.
No, we'll do Siobhan here.
Toss me up. Okay, so, oh God, Holland supports Ruhr to Picardy, I think is what that actually says.
Yeah.
There was a misclick in those tiny little territories on Backstabber.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess.
Not that it matters. It wouldn't have gotten so.
It wouldn't have gotten into Belgium anyway. Meanwhile, North is convoying Yorkshire to Holland, which no one is supporting. Oh no, Belgium was supporting.
Belgium supported, but it was cut by Ruhr.
Okay, got it. Otherwise, it's Edi in Russia has convinced the Austrian whatever his brilliant plan is, and the Austrian is just like, oh, okay, I've heard your name before. Let me just do whatever you tell me to. And
well, in fairness, Austria picked up Khan here, yeah.
And Greece.
I'm going to tell everyone right now, if you are not a Chris Martin or a me or a Matt Shields or someone who's traveled to a lot of tournaments and done very well, Brandon, you're also in this category. If you are like newish to the hobby and just want to learn, allying with Edi and letting him teach you all of this, there is a 99% chance here that Edi's never going to stab, even if it's like a 5-dot stabbing from him.
Really?
No, Edi is all about, I want this person to come into the hobby. I want to teach them by practice and doing it with them. And I will tell them after the game where they went wrong and where they left themselves open. But this is brilliant for Austria, and Edi is happy to not have the highest dot count at the end of this.
Note the convoy of Tunis arriving.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is not,
just basically saying, all right, Edi, I see you writing all these orders. I'll attack the person writing the orders.
Yep.
And I expect we'll see Black be the PC keeps.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I jammed this game, and I don't know for sure, but 100%.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, spring of 1903.
All right. He offers to try and put Italy into Armenia. No joy for Turkey. This is the last days of the Ottomans here. In the meantime, Edi gets them on board with moving in the correct direction together. And so they roll. Nicolas decides, all right, that's enough of that, Mr. Birsan. Let's go ahead and give you a little bit of a haircut. And so now you're lining up the sides of the boards, right? It's going to be EFG against AIR.
Yep.
Which is a 6-player draw if nothing breaks here. And that's got to be unsatisfying. So
Edi doesn't care.
Edi doesn't care. Nicolas will care.
Yeah.
On principle. Tim Richardson
doesn't really care.
50-50. And I don't know any of the rest well enough to make that call.
Yep.
Of the 6 of them, who was in the most danger? Very quickly. Anyone?
Always
Germany. Yeah, Germany and probably Italy.
All right, let's see. Fall of 1903. Matt Shields, you're up.
Fall of 1903. We've got England takes a swing at St. Pete, which I'm sure he knows he's not going to get. That didn't go right. No, that did. Wait, what am I saying in St. Pete here? Okay, I see.
So Finland gets into St.
Yeah, that's
No.
Finland. No.
Finland.
No, Norway gets into St. Pete with support from Barents.
Okay.
Right.
And
So
St. Pete retreats to Moscow.
Yep.
Finland supports Baltic to Sweden.
It's Finland gets cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That comports what you're saying before about Nicola trying to slow this down. I'm
Mhm.
seeing a whole lot of bounces in the south. This is actually interesting. Almost nothing of Austria is moved. Gets into Bohemia, gets into Vienna. That's fine. Germany covers Silesia, which is smart. Edi gets into Prussia. Yeah, this is just lining up to be a gross stalemate line.
Yeah.
And then in the south, France is trying to set up to take Tunis. He should be able to get Tunis next
Army
year.
North Africa, bingo card.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're right.
Yep.
North Africa.
Congratulations, Jameson. All right, let's push forward with this because it does seem like
We're racing to the line here, and we'll
Yeah.
see where we go. We've got some disband. I'm just going to take. Well, actually, Brandon, it might be you.
Oh, I've been letting you guys do it, so take it. Let's
So,
try to do
yeah,
it.
we've got the Sev Black disband, which makes perfect sense with the alliances. Turkey's dead, so of course that's gone. Russia's just like, whatever. Fleet Rome checks out.
All right, 10 seconds are up. Let's
All
do
right, let's go.
15 seconds. Here we go. Chris Martin, spring 1904.
Some minor mistakes here, but this is all very standard. Edi Birsan's going to write the orders for the East. Nicolas will coordinate orders for the West. And they're going to be figuring out, can anybody be eliminated from here to make this a draw? And some people will be like, I can play all night. Let's just play.
All right, fall of 1904. Matt Shields.
Fall of 1904 at a glance is more of the same. Everybody supports Munich, so that doesn't move. France takes another swing at Tunis, which he has to know he can't get. And sorry?
Piedmont.
Yeah, Piedmont looked like the only significant thing that actually moves is Marseille getting into Piedmont.
Yeah.
Anything else that really moved of consequence? I don't
Rome
think so.
went to Tuscany, Smyrna went to Apulia.
Yeah. Smyrna
Multi-national
is good. It's definitely the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide how much I think it matters that Piedmont fell. It does matter.
Yeah.
Is that enough to get Munich? I don't think it is.
No.
Well, I mean.
But it creates a headache.
Trying to get Munich, right?
Yeah.
If the attack was going the other way, it would matter. This way, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and there's not. I guess the other question would be, could France get another unit in here to threaten Venice? But no, because Apulia is there.
Yeah, no, pulling back to Apulia was really
The
important.
Apulia convoy was brilliant. I thank God he's in Tuscany. The support orders last season bothered me, but
Okay. Spring. So there was no adjustment. Spring 1905. Siobhan, 15 seconds.
In this game, you're catching up to it.
Yeah, this will be the last year that I think we should do on this game. So Italy takes Piedmont back as Piedmont tried to go to Tuscany. Okay, fine. Apulia follows up to Venice behind that move. Nicely done. Everything else in the east is just support or hold. And otherwise, there's some shifting of the fleets around the Scandinavian provinces.
But this is a stalemate line now. They have set up a stalemate line.
It should be.
Except for dun, dun, dun.
Close.
Yeah.
But
Chris Martin, talk us through
Should
this.
be.
Austria gets talked into stabbing Russia. So congratulations, Ed. You've stabbed Edi Birsan.
Did England steal Holland from Germany also?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Convoy five. He said, we can get this down to a three-way draw. We cut out Germany and Russia.
Nicolas.
They go, okay.
And I don't know, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Nicolas, really?
All right, so we'll look at the builds here, and then we will leave this game, which suddenly has a lot more play in it. Russia, no surprise, drops 2 units. Why doesn't Austria build 2 units here?
He takes Romania. He takes Bulgaria.
Correctly protects Trieste, we should say.
Yeah, maybe he waves one. You know, he doesn't want to doesn't need to wave one.
He must have.
That's very strange. I think because Trieste, he could easily lose Trieste if Italy decides he wants it.
Can someone sell me on Nicolas building Army London here?
Army London to Belgium, supported by Holland.
Sure, but you have to be fairly certain that the German you just pissed off isn't going to employ. I mean, I guess Burgundy has to support Munich, doesn't it? All right, then yes. Okay, fair.
I don't know.
Is Austria even going for Munich anymore?
Even London to Denmark, right? Convoy to Denmark with support from Sweden and Baltic.
Oh, no, okay,
Yeah.
the Denmark convoy, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is Sweden could have done that just as easily. But maybe Sweden goes to Bothnia here, and he sets up for an assault on France.
Holland to Kiel with support from Baltic, and Convoy to Denmark with support from Sweden.
Yeah.
I see y'all in the comments. Never stab Eddie, says Mitch. Probably smart. Drama, Carl. Yes, there is. And Tanya, cheers. We're all going to get unfiltered as this goes on.
But
Yes.
as stabs go, this seems to me perfectly well conceived with England attacking Germany at the same time. What really can Russia do?
Italy stays on board, man. Boy, if Italy falls apart
Italy
here,
has to stay on board. Yeah.
But if France moves on Italy, then it's a 3-way: France, England, and Austria, right? Unless Italy goes really hard at Austria, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't like the build wave here. I would have built.
I don't like the build wave at all. Carl in the comments says should have built in Trieste.
Yeah. Arguably.
Kind of like the
All right, Lexington barbecue. Nicolas Sahuguet. Yeah, this one looked like it was heading for.
Edi Birsan, the race to the stalemate.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This one had the dramatic stabbing here.
This was it's going to be a 6-way draw. No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's right. Austria really went for it here. So the question we had was whether Eddie could inflict enough lesson learning on his way out.
Yep.
Okay, so spring 1906. Chris Martin, you're up.
Austria taking a swing at Munich. I don't get that. That's not making much sense. Italy being like, yeah, I'm going to hold the line, and then I'm going to make sure I don't lose too many dots back in Turkey to Austria. Austria being like, I need to be in the Black Sea.
Yeah.
And head in that direction while he takes Warsaw. I don't think these are terrible moves for Austria. If you're fighting Edi Birsan, yeah. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, the worry you guys had was that Italy could turn full throttle against Austria, and that could Austria's position could crumble. Doesn't look like that. Instead, we've got England. Nicolas Sahuguet is continuing the fight against Germany, who is not seeming to do anything about it.
If I'm reading that correctly, he's going to convoy that through Denmark.
Yep.
To what? Prussia?
Maybe not, because this is we thought Germany could be eliminated from,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. But he would like, I would assume, French help in doing this, and that doesn't seem to be forthcoming here. So let us see.
Yeah, here he comes. Takes Kiel. Yep.
Oh, and instead of going to black here, we have an exchange. Wonder if that was arranged. Suppose that's possible.
I think they looked at each other and said, well, we can be enemies or we can just trade some dots and be better for everyone.
So France here supports Kiel to Holland. Does not work because Holland has a power of 3.
Yep.
And in Berlin, you know, these are Tim Richardson's, and he's got some bad guesses to make here. There's a perfect set of orders for him here, but he doesn't quite get there.
And Warsaw walks out, although it would have been kicked out anyway.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Austria is even here, but now has a more defensible position. He and there's a much better border here between Italy and Austria.
Yep.
So, okay, let us jump now. We've got. Or why did Austria build? Did they?
Was there a piff?
Lost Greece, came to Ankara. Never took it. Didn't take it out.
They have one in the bank.
Oh, maybe he had one in the bag. Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go count.
Oh, he had 2 here, and he only. This is the year he stabbed.
I remember when he said we argued he should have built. He held on to this that whole time.
That's right. Okay.
Right,
he should have built in Trieste. Yeah.
That's right. We did spend some air on that. Okay, so the army. I'll take this one. The army leaves North Africa to John Jameson's great dismay, but France does continue with a somewhat quixotic attack on England. I think he would have been better served to just help pick apart Germany here.
No, this is like Nicolas, take the draw, quit your shenanigans. This game is ending.
Yeah.
Or we will fight.
Or, you know what, the rest of us will figure it out.
But they could have had a 4-way draw, and instead it looks like it's going to end on 6, unless Germany. Germany could get eliminated here.
Yep.
All right, let's see. And Germany does not get eliminated.
Oof. Okay.
Has Berlin open, and yeah. I don't know if this was arranged or not, but clearly the AI has not gotten on the same page about how to finish this game.
Yeah, you figure Venice doesn't go to Trieste, but you know Ankara doesn't go to the Black Sea. There's
This is poor. The two. There's no reason for the two of them not to work out some arrangement and eliminate Austria here, or eliminate Russia, I should say. Winter, Austria.
There's a lot of conversation in the after game on this about some missed opportunities around this point.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that right now.
Austria picks up a build from the German centers, and that's it.
Yep.
Winter 07. Okay, and what I have seen in other chats, so I'm going to guess that Germany was voted out of this because I heard it was a 5-way.
That is correct. It's a 5-way draw with Germany out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Survives to this draw.
Yep. Edi Birsan eminently eliminatable from this game, but so persuasive, right? So good at making himself seem invaluable to the resolution of the game.
And I can imagine other players being convinced here to surrender. And is there no way that Eddie would vote themselves out of the draw?
Yeah, if he's tired and he wants to go, and they're clearly on the path to eliminating him, and there's no conversation about it, then he'll vote himself out. He doesn't like it, but
I mean, I learned my style for draw-based scoring from Eddie, and I remember years ago at Worlds in Dixie in 2014 when I kept a board of Brian Ecton and the eventual tournament winner Thomas Haver, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, awake until like 4 in the morning, like, hey guys, my scores suck this tournament. I'm not winning this. You have to dig me out. I'm not voting myself out. I was like a 6th center England at the time. Like, no, I'm not voting myself out of a 4-way draw. Like,
Siobhan, this should be on the bingo card, by the way.
Yeah.
You bring me the story up.
I'm going to get over it one of these days.